Matter. Matter is the substance of which any physical object is composed. For example, air, rock, or living organism. All matter consists of ultimately of elementary particles of few kinds. Three kinds of these elementary particles are especially important. They are electrons, protons, and neutrons. Let us see the definition of atom. The smallest unit of matter is called as atom. Atoms are too small to be seen with naked eyes. It consists of three elementary particles: electrons, protons, and neutrons. An electron has one unit of negative electric charge and is relatively a light particle. Proton has one unit of positive electric charge and it is about 1800 times heavier than an electron. A neutron is roughly the same weight as a proton but carries no electric charge and it is neutral. Atoms have a dense central region called as nucleus. This nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. The number of electrons equals the number of protons in an atom. So number of negative charges are equal to the number of positive charges in an atom. Therefore, an atom without a net charge, because the total positive electric charges of the protons in the nucleus is exactly balanced by the total negative charges of the electrons orbiting or revolving the nucleus. Each electron spins around the nucleus in a prescribed space called as electron orbital. This is the diagram of an atom, that is carbon. We can see at the center there are 6 protons and 6 neutrons at the center. Neutrons are orange colored, they are electrically neutral. Protons, blue color, they have electrical positive charge, and this these circles show the orbit, the orbital in which the electrons are revolving. This is the orbital diagram for carbon atom. So the space in which the electrons revolve around the nucleus, it is called as electron orbital, and it is the movement of the electrons are in this fashion, the red colored path, like this. So they are moving around the nucleus. This electron is moving like this, and this electron, it is moving like this. Elements. Naturally occurring atoms are called as elements. There are 92 naturally occurring kinds of atoms, each called as an element. For example, oxygen, copper, nitrogen, calcium, sulfur, tin, magnesium, etc. etc. Each element is characterized by a symbol. Each element is defined by its atomic number Atomic number is the number of protons in the atomic nucleus. Except for those of hydrogen, the nuclei of all the atoms also contained neutrons. Then another characteristic of an element is its atomic weight. Atomic weight is an atom, atomic weight of an atom. It is equal to sum of weights of neutrons and protons present in the nucleus. However, for practical purposes, atomic weight is considered as sum of total number of protons plus total number of neutrons, because the unit weight of one proton is considered as 1 and unit weight of neutron is also considered as 1. So for practical purposes, atomic weight is considered as the sum of total number of protons plus neutrons. Let us see few examples of atoms or elements. Hydrogen, as we can see at the top, 1, that is the atomic number, and this is atomic weight. Atomic number is the total number of protons present in the nucleus. Atomic weight, total number of protons plus neutrons. So in this case, there is no neutron, so atomic number is 1, atomic weight is 1 for hydrogen atom. In case of carbon, the atomic number is 6 and atomic weight is 12. We can see in this orbital diagram of carbon that in the nucleus there are 6 neutrons and 6 protons, and in the orbit there are 6 electrons. In case of oxygen, atomic number is 8 and atomic weight is 15.99, means 16. If you see the diagram of orbital diagram of oxygen atom, in the center there are 8 protons and 8 neutrons, and electrons, the number of electrons revolving in the orbit are 16 are 8 electrons. So 8 electrons, 8 protons and 8 neutrons. We know the rule of the shell that in the first shell there are only 2 and in the subsequent shells there are 8. The outermost shell, it should contain the saturation point is 8 electrons. For first orbital it is 2 electrons. Nitrogen atom. Here the atomic number is 7 and atomic weight is 14. If we see the orbital diagram of nitrogen, in the nucleus there are 7 neutrons and 7 protons, and in the orbit there are 7 electrons. Sulfur, atomic number is 16 and atomic weight is 32. Sodium, atomic number is 11 and atomic weight is 23, that is 22.98. Phosphorus, atomic number is 15 and atomic weight is 30.9, that is 31. Chlorine, atomic number is 17 and atomic weight is 35.45, which is considered as 35. The number of neutrons may vary in the atoms of given element. That means there may be variations in the number of neutrons present in the nucleus of same type of atom. So the atoms that have same number of protons. Here it should be same number of protons in their nuclei, but differ in the number of neutrons are called as isotopes. Therefore, these atoms have same atomic number but different atomic weights. For example, carbon has an atomic weight of 12 and its nucleus contains 6 neutrons and 6 protons. Carbon 14, that is C14, is an isotope of carbon that has 6 protons and 8 neutrons. Like this, these are the isotopes of carbon. C12, C13, you can see there are 6 protons and 7 neutrons. C14, 6 protons and 8 neutrons. All these are isotopes. This table shows the different few kinds of elements with their symbol, with their atomic number and atomic weight. Remember that here atomic weights are written as a whole number because for the practical purposes it is considered as the sum of protons and sum of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus, and therefore all these numbers are written as the whole numbers in this column. Another example of isotope is P32, phosphorus. Now phosphorus has 15 protons and 16 neutrons in its nucleus. So therefore we can see that phosphorus has atomic number of 15 and atomic weight of 31. So that becomes P31. However, isotope of this phosphorus is P32. So P32 means it is an isotope of phosphorus that has 15 protons and 17 neutrons. So all these types of isotopes are radioactive elements, and these radioactive elements are especially important in the tracing devices, particularly in medicinal diagnostic medicines and in biological research. These chemicals or these isotopes are used as chemical tracers for the tracking of, for example, a particular component present in the tissues or in the body. For example, this is also useful for the tracking of drugs. It helps in the drug delivery, targeting the drug delivery. It is also very useful for the detection of cancer cells. Then, ions. Atoms are electrically neutral because the number of electrons, that means the number of negative charges, equals the number of positive charges. When an atom gains or loses electron, it acquires a net electric charge and becomes an ion. Ions have overall positive charge called as cations. Ions having negative charge are called as anions. In case this is an example of sodium and chlorine. So sodium atom, we can see here, it has a single electron in its outermost shell. Chlorine atom, it has 7 electrons in its outermost shell. So this sodium has tendency to lose its electron, and that will be, so there will be loss of electron from sodium, and chlorine atom will accept that, so it will be a gain of electron. As a result of that, sodium will get converted from Na to Na plus, and chlorine will get converted from Cl to Cl minus. Na plus, it is a cation. Cl minus, it is an anion. So this is how the ions are defined as. Molecules. When atoms join together, they form molecules. Substances composed of same kind of molecules are called as compounds. For example, water. Water is H2O. So a single molecule of H2O, it consists of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. So it will be called as one molecule. But when several such molecules come together, it becomes water, and it is called as compound. NaCl, it consists of sodium atom and chlorine atom. So these two atoms combine to form a single molecule. Now let us see a complex example of glucose. The formula for glucose is C6H12O6. That means glucose consists of three different types of atoms: hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms and 6 oxygen atoms. So all these atoms combine together to form a single molecule of glucose. So in summary, we can see this atom, when atoms come together, it leads to formation of molecule. So this molecule, it consists of same type of atom. This molecule consists of different types of atoms. This molecule consists of different types of atoms. Okay, so when these molecules, same type of molecules, when they combine together, it leads to formation of a compound. For example, if this molecule, so several molecules of this, it forms a compound. Likewise, you can see in this picture that this is a pure compound, and this is a mixture which contains more than one type of molecules.